We've got babies. 2 have hatched. It was sometime around 6 o'clock this morning that they came completely out of their shells, both of them. And I had just barely missed it too. I got Garen up to get ready for school, and I heard them chirping a lot louder, so I knew that at least one of them were out of their shells. And there were 2 out. So we can't touch them yet. They have to stay in here. But once their feathers all dry out and they get fluffy, then we'll be able to start touching them. But look at that. We have a 3rd egg that's pipping. And this one, I'm not sure yet. I'm trying not to open this. You don't want to open it very often. So, yay, you guys. How cute. Oh, so cute.
Follow me with my finger? That's cool. It's right here. Come follow me. Come follow me. You have to put your finger down and then I'll follow you. Mommy, I want the chicken. This is so cute. Oh, chicken, they're so cute. Chicken, they're so cute. I want to make it for me. You want to get for me? You want to know how to make more? Chickens eat an egg.
21 days are over. Our chickens are about almost 2 weeks old now. And so I'm just gonna end this video with a little recap of everything. So we had collected 8 eggs, and we just found, like, if you have chickens, you know that sometimes they just randomly will go pick a spot and start laying there for a while. So we had found a hidden nest of eggs. So we gathered them up and stuck them in our incubator, and there was 8 of them. So we weren't really sure, like, the gestation or when they were laid, and so I kept candling them. And since it was my first time, I wasn't really sure, like, what I was looking for. I Googled a ton to find photos so that I can compare when I did candle, but I always had a hard time like seeing what was in the egg or the progress of whatever, like maybe a baby chicken that could have been growing or whether it died. So that was really challenging for me. But I then later found out through a lot of searching, so you can buy a candler, which we had got. If you guys, I think I showed you like the first or second video that I did, we had bought a candler from Big R, and it was super cool, but the only downfall to a candler is that it's best for light colored eggs, like white eggs, but it's not really good for like dark brown eggs or like dark green eggs, anything that's dark. It's not, I wouldn't recommend it, because I eventually, and I don't know why it took me so long to figure this part out or to come to this realization that it was the candler. But I ended up trying one day, like we were down to like half a week left on our chickens, what they should hatch according to our countdown timer on our incubator. So we had maybe half a week left of hatching time, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, you know, I can kind of see like the dark mass was getting bigger, so that was a good sign. but I never could see veins. I never could see movement. I couldn't see any of those things. The candler was just not bright enough. So I decided to use the light on my phone. And nowadays, like these phones, the light is so bright on these phones, and you can adjust the brightness. So I turned on the flashlight on my phone and went to the settings and made sure that I had the brightness scaled all the way up to as bright as it can go. And then I used that as my light to candle the eggs. And as soon as I put it on there, oh my gosh, you guys, that was a huge difference. Like I could actually see some veins. I can actually see, like I saw the shadow of a foot. It made a huge difference. So the next time that I hatch eggs, we actually don't have any white egg layers, unfortunately. So the next time that I do hatch eggs, I'm going to be using the light on my phone to candle them with. Another thing is, okay, so we had 4 chickens out of 8 that hatched. One of them was very weak, and I tried to give it, like, you can mix like a teeny bit of like honey and some water and give it to them to try to like boost their I can't remember what it's called, but basically giving them like a little extra like boost with some nutrition in it and some sugars. And I tried that on that chicken, and that chicken did not make it. So we had 3 that lived, and they are thriving. They've already grown their adult feathers. They're already coming in. It's not all, they're still babies, but they have all of their big feathers. We did sex them within that first 24-hour period, and I'm not completely sure that we are accurate, but if the internet didn't lie to us, and we did it correctly, then 2 of them should be hens and 1 of them is a rooster. So, and then I did leave 1 egg in there because once I started candling with my flashlight, I could actually see a lot better, and I found that 3 of our eggs, I was able to see like a dark circle in there, which was the embryo. But somewhere along that time frame, because it didn't get very big, and so that became a quitter. But those ones they just stopped developing. I don't know why. So those 3 I disposed of, and then the 4th egg, it was growing still. It didn't look like, to me, it looked like their development, it might have been an egg that was laid like a week later than the other eggs. I'm not sure exactly, but it was still growing. You could still see, like, every couple of days when I would recheck the mass, like, because it gets darker, like, which makes sense. The more developed it gets, the bigger it's going to get, so it's not going to allow light to shine through. So it kept just growing. So it was growing. So I thought, well, maybe it's about a week behind. So I let it continue to incubate, hoping that maybe I could get it to hatch. But it just, I gave it a week and it never hatched. So I really wanted to see what it looked like inside. I wanted to see where exactly it was at in its development. So I did crack it open. It was dead, but it was fully formed. It had feathers. It didn't move, it didn't breathe, it didn't do any of that. That's how I know that it was dead whenever I cracked it open to check it out. So I was disappointed because it had made it so far. It should have hatched within like a day or 2 after the others hatching. Like, that's how far along it was. But that is my experience this time around. I definitely plan to do it again. I had a lot of fun with it. The kids had a lot of fun with it. Jackson, he loves the chickens. We still have them inside, heating, and we won't put them outside for some time until they get bigger and actually have all of their feathers on them. But he is loving these little chickens, like every day, multiple times a day. He's wanting to go check out the chickens, and we'll let him out, and we'll bring some of their feed out when we bring them out, and we'll feed them and play with them, and he loves it. So it was a really great experience for the kids too. It was a lot of fun. And let's see, I think that was it. It was pretty fun. That 21 days actually went by way faster than I thought it would. I felt like it was gonna drag on because like when you're waiting for something to happen, it just takes forever, but it actually flew by really fast. So I look forward to hatching more eggs in the future, and hopefully we can get a hold of a rooster that is the same breed of the majority of our chickens, because we would rather hatch out like more full-bred chickens than like mutt chickens. But yeah, if you guys have never done it before, you should do it. It's a lot of fun. I got the incubator from Big R. You can either get one in store, or you can... Oh no, it broke. Or you can go online and purchase online. They do, they ship. So it was the one that had that automatic egg turner, and the fan in there to keep the air circulating, and it had a temperature control to notify you of like the humidity levels and the temperature levels, and also that countdown timer. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Did you like hatching chickens? Yeah. You want to tell them about it? You want to tell them about your chickens?
Yeah.
Okay, tell them. Tell them about your chickens. How many chickens we have?
I have chickens.
How many? How many babies do we have?
The chicken.
The chickens. We have 3.
Yeah.
Do we name them? Yeah.
Yeah.
We gave them Star Wars names. We have Princess Leia, and then we have Padme. And then the boy, we haven't decided if his name is going to be Luke or Anakin. So, hey, why don't you guys leave in the comments which of those names, Luke or Anakin, should we name our rooster? Huh? Do you think they could help us? Say, help us pick a name. Help us out.
Pigs.
Pigs. Okay, pigs. All right. So we will see you guys next time. Say, don't forget to like and subscribe. Say, like us.
I like it.
Subscribe to us. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Oh.